Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello friends, welcome to the channel DevDBQA. In today's video, we will see the test-ng annotations. So in this video, we will cover before test, after test, before suit, after suit, and before method and after method annotations. So if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe and press the bell icon to get regular updates. On this channel, you can get videos related to automation testing, manual testing, and programming languages as well. So let's start with our today's video. So this is the XML that we have created in the previous video. So if you have not seen that video, I will give the link in the description. You can go and watch that video, and after that you can continue with this video. So this is the XML. In this XML we have one suit, then we have one test, and inside the test we have one class. So this class, first class, is the part of this test. So if we have to create another test inside this XML, what we have to do? We have to create the test tag here first. Let us name the test as second test, and then we have to close it here. And inside the test tag we have to create classes, and again we have to close it here. And inside the classes we have to give the class that we have to include in this test. So let us include the third class in this test. And we have to close this class tag. Right, so in this suit we are having two tests. The first one is the name as, let us change the name as first test, and the second one is the second test. So in the first test we are having the first class, and in the second test we are having the third class. So let us include the second class inside this first test as well. Name equals to, we have to give demo dot second class, and we have to close the class tag. Right, so in the first test we are having two classes, first class and second class, and in the second test we are having the third class. So now let us understand the concept of before test and after test. So first of all, I will write this before test here. Before test, and then we have to create a new method. So let us name it as before test, and let us write print statement here inside before test, right? So we have to import the annotation. So before test is the annotation that we have to use before our method that we want to execute before the test case execution. So let us go to XML. So in this XML there are two tests, first test and the second test. So if we use before test in this first test, then the before test code will be executed before the execution of this test, right? So similarly, if we write before test inside this class in the third class, then this before test will be executed before the second test, right? So we have written the before test inside the first class. So that means the before test code will be executed before the execution of this first test. So first of all, the before test code will execute, and after that the first class and the second class code will be executed. So let us save the XML and let us run it, and let us see what is the output, so that you will have clear understanding. So as you can see in the console output, first of all it has printed before test, and after that it has executed the test cases for the first class, and after that the second class test cases are executed, and after that the third class test cases are executed. Right, so it means the before test method will be executed before the test in which the before test is written. So if someone asks you that what is the behavior of before test, then we have to go to the XML, the test ng XML, and see that in which class the before test annotation method is used. So before the execution of that test, the before test will be executed. Similarly, we can use the after test annotation as well. So in the first class I have written the before test, and one more thing that I have to tell you, that you can write this before test annotation anywhere in the code. It is not necessary that we have to write it at the first place. So if we write it at the end, then also it will execute first before the execution of the test. Right, so this time I will write after test here, after test, and inside after test let us print inside after test, and we have to import the annotation. So now let us save it and run it to see what is the output. So now as you can see, first of all it has printed inside before test. After that the test cases of first class and the second class are executed, and after that it has printed inside after test. Right, so in our XML, in the first test we are having the first class and the second class. So before the execution of these two classes, the before method is executed, and after the execution of these two classes, the after test method is executed. Right, so this is the functionality of before test and after test. So now let us see the behavior of before suit and after suit. So this is the XML. In the XML, as you can see, there are two tests, first test and the second test, but there is only one suit. Here it is, the opening of the suit and the closing of the suit. So if we write before suit in any of these classes, first class, second class or the third class, then the before suit method will be executed before the execution of any of these classes. And similarly, if we write after suit in any of these classes, then the after suit method will be executed after the execution of all of these classes. So let me write the before suit in the third class. Let me write it here. So similarly, it is not necessary that we have to write before suit or after suit at the top or end. We can write anywhere in the code inside the class. Before suit, and let us name the function as before suit, and inside let us print inside before suit, and we have to import the annotation. Right, so I have written the before suit inside the third class, and now I will write the after suit in the first class to see what is the behavior of the execution. After suit, and we will create a new method. And inside the method we will write inside after suit, and we will import the annotation. Right, so I have written the before suit in the third class and the after suit in the first class, and now let us save this and see what happens in the execution. So run as test ng suit. Right, so in the console, first of all, it has printed inside before suit, then it has printed inside before test for the first test. Test cases are executed for the first class and the second class, and after that it has printed inside after test, and then at the last it has printed inside after suit. So as I have told you that it is not necessary to write the before suit or after suit or any of the annotations in the particular sequence. We can write it anywhere inside the suit or inside any test. The test ng will take care of the prioritization of the execution. Right, so this is the functionality of before suit and after suit. Now let us see the functionality of before method and after method. So this is the first class, and inside the first class there are three test cases: first test case, second test case, and third test case. So these are the methods, or we can say test case. So if we use before method annotation, so that code will be executed before every method in the class. So let us write the before method annotation here. And we will create a new method, before method, and inside before method let us print I will execute before every method, right? So, and we have to import the annotation, and similarly let us write after method as well. Let us create a new function for that. And here let us write I will execute after every method. Right, so we have written before method and after method. So the before method will be executed before every test case of that class, and similarly after method will be executed after every test case of that class. So let us save it and run it to see what is the output. Right, so let us see. So here first of all it has printed inside before suit, then inside before test, and after execution of the inside before test code, the first class is executed. In the first class there are three methods. So before execution of every method it has printed the before method, after method, before method, and after method before every test case, right, of the first class only, because we have written before method and after method in the first class only. Therefore it is implemented on the test cases of the first class only. So if we have to implement the before method and after method in the other classes as well, then we have to write before method and after method inside these classes as well. So there is one interview question that is asked many times, that what is the difference between before test and before method annotations. So before test annotation will be implemented before the execution of the test cases inside one complete test. So here as you can see, the test is the first test, and inside the first test there are two classes. So the before test annotation will be used or executed before the execution of these two classes. So the before test will be executed before this test, first test. And before method, I have shown you that it will only execute before the test cases of that particular class in which it is used. So this is the main difference between before test and before method annotations. So that's all for today's video. If you like my video, then please hit the like button. Please subscribe and press the bell icon to get regular updates. And if you have any suggestions, then please comment in the comment section. Thank you.